I also want to thank you for supporting both the films so far. You're awesome. You're going to be a suspect in the second film, in the spy film. So that's awesome.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's been a pleasure to help support you. It's an awesome cause.
Oh, it's a fun little thing. It's one of those little passion projects where it's just fun to be able to bring some people in and they'll get their names in the credits and it'll do well in the film festivals. But I wanted to give you thanks for that. But I know something else about you that a lot of people don't know. You're an excellent chef.
Yeah, I love cooking. It's a passion of mine.
I want you talk to me about how you got started in cooking.
Yeah, I look back on it. It was something that was a family event. Originally with my grandmother, she cooked, like good ethnic cuisine, rice and beans, chicken and rice, and it was things that.
Did she do those fried?
Such a warm memory of my childhood.
Did she do the fried banana
not too
thing?
Many. No, not too many plantains.
Okay.
I love them.
I forget the name. Those plantains are good. I've had those before.
Yeah, I love them. And then kind of picked up with my parents, my dad and my mom a little bit, and it kind of took off the first time I had a good, real professional sauce made, and it was magic to me.
What was the sauce?
Oh, like just a reduced stock,
nice.
And I became obsessed with how to make this.
Oh, that's cool.
It took me literally years to figure out because I didn't have access to cooking books or, the internet wasn't a thing out there. Now it would take you 1 second to find out how to make a reduction for a steak. And, I tried it, just horribly failed.
But
found out how to do it.
I was going to say, isn't that the key? Is that you have to kind of be obsessed to be a good cook, right?
Yeah, I think so. It definitely grew into an obsession with me, and you hear that a lot in the professional realm. The thing that comes to mind when you say that is the Jiro Dreams of Sushi documentary, where all he does is work around this one product that he makes, and it truly is an obsession at the highest levels. But yeah, when I finally read how to do this and do it right, first of all, it was out of reach for me for a while because I was a broke student. I didn't have enough money to buy, 10 pounds of bones and sit there for hours as I'm reducing it into a reduction. But what really caught me, I think, was finding out how scientific cooking could be. And, the precision of the recipes. And then I really got hooked. A couple of years ago when the whole modernist cuisine thing came around, I was done. It just became an obsession.
So, do you cook with honey?
Oh yeah, I love cooking with honey. And if you want, I'll share a little.
Yeah. What's your favorite dish to cook with honey?
So I make a sauce, an Asian glaze that is using, and then something called gochujang, which is a fermented red pepper paste.
Yeah, it's spicy.
It's the best. So yeah, I make this sweet and spicy sauce that I've actually entered into a cooking contest. So you take a tablespoon or two of gochujang, half a cup of honey, some dark soy sauce, some fresh ginger, and you just cook it down for a little while. And then if you want to get a little funky, you could throw in a splash or two of fish sauce. You cook it down into a reduction, and it's this fantastic sweet and spicy. So I used it in a sous vide pork belly recipe. Yeah, in a cooking contest one time. I love it.
That sounds delicious. Maybe you can send us the recipe and we'll post it in the post.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I would love to.
Well, what advice would you give to somebody that wants to learn how to cook?
I would say stick with it. For myself, all the initial forays into things I did with it were horrible.
You got to make a lot of mistakes. You got to make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And I was trying to recreate recipes and didn't have the technique or the skills.
Right.
And then, the other big advice I would give is recipes are just a guideline. There's certain things out there, baking things that should be precise to the gram. Everything else I consider just sort of a guideline or general advice.
My advice. I only have one tip when it comes to cooking. You know what that is?
And what's that?
Make sure you have a really good knife. Because
it's true.
That way, if you have the good knife and it's long and scary, if anybody comes over to pick on you when you're cooking, you just hold it up and go, I don't think so. I don't think you're the critic today.
That's a good one.
I think you enjoy this dish. Well, thanks for coming on the show. I really enjoy it. And send us the recipe. We'll put it in the post.